See, in 2019, when I won the ticket in Port Harcourt, and I came back here and then went straight to Abeokuta to meet my boss.
Oh, well, that's just a short excerpt from the interview exclusive, Arise exclusive, with former Vice President and also former presidential flag bearer of the PDP in the last elections, Alhaji Atiku Abubakar, where he sat down with Adesua Giwa-Osagi, and he touched on a number of things, some of which have made headlines, as you would imagine, and primarily that on his statement or comments on the current Senate President, Godswill Akpabio. Strong allegations there. He said that he knew him. The words he used is that he's been known to abuse women. I would have loved for more context or wider conversation around that, and maybe in the next few days he will provide more information and maybe even proof, just so that he's not accused of defamation. Rufai, I don't know if you've seen the fuller interview. Yeah. And we played it earlier today during daybreak, and hopefully in the course of the day on Arise News, we're going to play it at different points. I
mean, pretty much the main talking points in what the full interview will probably be around politics, coming together for coalition, where he told the story of in 2015, where that the other people did come together, but somebody emerged in the end. So probably conversations are on as regards that. And he also, talked about the Akpabio case, which he who alleges must prove. Yeah. Akpabio also has the right of rebuttal, and I'm sure very soon he will put his very strong worded message out. I'm sure his lawyers will also take it up with Atiku Abubakar. He also talked about generally the state of the country, talked about the state of emergency in the country. I mean, I talked about many things in the land, pretty much saying that it was a dire time for Nigeria politically, and the fact that, every part must come together when he was talking about his coalition and all of that. I think at the entry point of the interview, I think he was talking about one of a near-death experience, and all of that in his life and all of that. Also talked through a little bit about his time in 1993. And I think when they were in the running for who was going to emerge, where he also said that I think King Ibe had made a deal with most of the SDP governors, and that was why they used him as a running mate, and that he was left out, pretty much telling the story around, 1993. And in fact, I think the word precisely that he used was the fact that King Ibe had facilitated most of the SDP governors getting their ticket, and that's why they pretty much supported him to be MQ Abiola's running.
Thank you very much, Rufai. I'm sure we're definitely going to have more time to have conversations around this. We have the video now, so let's play that so people can watch and see what he said himself. A 6-minute excerpt from the interview done by Adesua Giwa-Osagi with Alhaji Atiku Abubakar.
The last elections, 2023, when you decided not to pick the current minister of the FCT, Nyesom Wike, as your running mate, and some people believe that might have cost you the election. Do you regret not choosing Wike as your running mate?
No, not at all. Because, you see, in 2019, when I won the ticket in Port Harcourt, and I came back here and then went straight to Abeokuta to meet my boss, President Obasanjo, and told him, Mr. President, I have got the ticket. So he asked me, he said, okay, from where is your running mate going to come from? I said, of course, it's either southeast or southwest. He said, no, leave southwest. Because I was there for 8 years. Go to southeast. I said, okay, sir. Do you have anybody in mind? He said, yes. The first person he suggested was Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala. So I told him Ngozi was not a member of our party. I believe if I forward the name to the party, they will reject. He said, okay. He said, what about Soludo? I said, Soludo too was not a member of our party, so they will not accept. And I said, what about Peter Obi? I said, Peter Obi is a member of the party. He said, okay, take him. I said, okay, sir.
So that was it.
That was it. So I came back here in this very same building, very same room, and someone a meeting of the party leaders, then I was cited by Uche Secondus and others, including Wike himself, Tambuwal. I remember there were about 7 of them. I said, look, I have been to my boss, and this is what he said. Do you have any objection? You are leaders of the party and also leaders of the governance forum. They said, no, we don't have objection. I said, okay, go and announce. Now, I came under a lot of criticism after that. They said I did not consult with the party enough. So in 2023, I threw the whole thing to the party. I said, okay, set up a committee and recommend 3 people for me to pick as running mate. And they set up a committee, and they came with a recommendation, number 1, number 2, and number 3. So I picked number 1.
Who are the other 2? Number 1, I'm guessing, was Okowa.
Yes, and the other one was Wike. I think number 2, and number 3, I don't...
No.
Yeah.
Udom.
Udom, that's right.
So you didn't pick Wike solely because he was the number 1?
He wasn't.
But now you formed a coalition, and included in that coalition is Nasir El-Rufai and possibly Peter Obi. People are asking how successful that coalition can be going into 2027 if everyone heading the coalition wants to be president. So who do you think is going to head the coalition, and are you going to run for president again?
Well, we had a similar, what will I say, merger in 2014. I mean, excuse me.
Sorry, sir.
And there were about 4 of us, is it 2 or 3? We all ran for president, and one of us emerged, and we all supported the one who emerged, and he won.
So you're going to run again?
I don't know, because there has to be, first of all, a viable platform, and more than any other time in the political history of this country, particularly since the return of democracy, I have not seen Nigeria in dire need of, an experience and credible leadership than this time. Yeah.
Yeah, the new president of Namibia is a woman, and her vice president is also a woman.
Yes, I'm aware.
Yeah, and she recently spoke a bit in support of Senator Natasha Akpabio, who's a woman senator in Nigeria, who's currently going possibly a recall process, but she's currently been suspended from the Senate. And a lot of people view her suspension as meaning that the PDP is weak or opposition is weak. Do you believe that the PDP has been weakened in return?
Yes, definitely. The PDP is weak because we have a compromised leadership in the party, and there is no doubt about that.
Were you surprised that the state of emergency passed so easily in the National Assembly?
I was not surprised because I know the leadership is corrupt. I have no apologies about that. And they could do anything. And the Senate president is known actually to be, to be having those type of character, even when he was a governor. So I got reports quite a lot.
You got reports that when Akpabio was a governor, he was corrupt?
He was corrupt. Not only he was corrupt, but he was also in the habit of abusing, women. Yeah.
Oh, you got those reports before?
Yeah, I got that report before.